Now, this might sound a little old school, but really building relationships offline is still incredibly powerful. So, in today's online world, it's so easy to get caught up in online marketing and social media, your website updates, the whole nine yards. But don't forget about the power of face to face interactions. I'm Sylvia Garibaldi, founder and CEO of a well established marketing training and done for you services company, tailored specifically for the modern legal and financial professional worldwide. While it's taken some trial and error to figure out which methods get the best results for professionals who are looking to grow their practices, fast forward to today, my team and I have nailed down and perfected a process that has helped so many of our clients consistently achieve outstanding results and create a legacy for their practices. I created the Serve First, Sell Later marketing podcast to give you simple, actionable, non-salesy, and results-driven marketing to grow your legal or financial practice like so many of our clients have. If you're a lawyer, mediator, financial, or divorce professional who is looking to become highly visible and wants to create a practice that makes an impact, then you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 56 of the Serve First, Sell Later marketing podcast. I'm your host, Sylvia Garibaldi, and Happy New Year to everyone. Can you believe it's already 2025? It just feels like yesterday that we were ringing in the new year. And as we all know, the new year often comes with a wave of resolutions, and it's like things we want to improve in our personal and professional lives. So if you're a lawyer, mediator, or divorce professional, you might be thinking, marketing? Oh no. But let's be honest, it can feel overwhelming. You're already juggling a million things, clients, deadlines, your family life. We've all been there. And honestly, the thought of social media posts, website updates, and networking events, they may feel more like a chore than a growth opportunity. So I've heard many of you say, listen, I'm a professional, not a marketer. And most of you would rather spend your time actually practicing what you do. And I get it. You're passionate about helping people, about navigating complex legal situations, about finding resolutions that work for everyone involved. And the idea of spending precious time and energy on marketing might seem like a distraction from what truly matters. But here's the thing. Effective marketing isn't about gimmicks or sales tactics. It's about showcasing your expertise, building trust with potential clients, and connecting with the people that you're meant to serve. So think about it. Consistent visibility can help you build trust with potential clients, attract referrals, and ultimately grow your practice. And that's why most of you here are listening to this podcast, is because you're interested in growing your practice. So I want you to imagine having more clients who truly value your expertise and appreciate your unique approach. And imagine having the freedom to focus on the cases that truly inspire you because your practice is thriving. And the best part is you don't have to become a marketing guru overnight, right? A few simple, achievable goals can make a world of difference. So today, we're going to help you get rid of the overwhelm and focus on the top 3 realistic marketing resolutions that you can set for 2025 to make this year your most successful one yet. So get ready to throw out the overwhelm, attract more of the right clients, and maybe even rediscover your joy of marketing because it is possible. All right, let's dive in. So, I want to talk about our first resolution, and that is consistent content creation. Now, I know most of you may be thinking, oh, another thing to add to my to-do list? And yes, you're right, it is. And I get it because you're already incredibly busy between meetings and all the other demands of your practice. The idea of creating more content might seem just like one more thing to pile on. But here is the important thing I want you to walk away with. Consistent content creation is not just about posting on social media. Okay. It's about positioning yourself as a thought leader in your community. It's about building trust with potential clients and showing them that you're the right person to guide them through challenging situations. So you can think of it this way. Imagine that you're trying to build a relationship with someone. You wouldn't just show up once a year. You probably want to have regular conversations, get to know them better over time. And the same goes for your online presence. By regularly sharing valuable content, whether it's blog posts, social media updates, short videos, this keeps your audience engaged. And more importantly, it reminds them that you're out there, that you're knowledgeable, and that you are a valuable resource. And here's an interesting statistic that I really am excited to share with you. And it's according to a survey conducted by GoDaddy in late 2024. So they looked at how consumers research small businesses online before making a first time purchase. And what they found is that 74% of that group said that lack of recent social media activity actually damages the perceived credibility of a business. So think about that. When was your last social media post? Can someone come and learn from you every single week? So let that sink in for a moment. What that statistic does is, or what it translates to, is you need to get online or get left behind. Okay. So you don't need to reinvent the wheel every single day. Here are a few simple content ideas to get you started because I want you to get started. I want you to really believe in how this consistency can reshape your practice because statistics don't lie and there are a lot of facts backing this up. So, different content ideas to get you started. Blog posts, you can share insights on topics related to your practice. Maybe it's a breakdown of recent rulings. Maybe it's tips for navigating a specific legal process. Or maybe it's just even answering some of the most common questions that you get from clients. So, for example, if you're a family law attorney, you could write about common misconceptions about child custody or tips for co parenting effectively. You can even share client success stories, which can be incredibly powerful. Social media posts. Don't just post about your company or firm. Provide educational posts or what we call thought leadership. Those are really important posts to regularly share on your social media. You can also share industry news or even just some engaging visuals related to your area of expertise. If you're an estate planning attorney, you could share an infographic about the importance of having a will or a quote about the importance of family. Another important one is short video series. You can create short videos answering common client questions. So, for example, what are the first steps in filing for divorce? Or what are the key documents I need for estate planning? So, what these are bite sized videos that can be incredibly valuable for your audience. And it's a really great way to showcase your expertise in a more personal way. Client testimonials, these feature positive client testimonials on your website and social media. And what this does is it builds trust and credibility with potential clients, with referral partners. So it's really important to demonstrate those whenever you can. You can also run a Q&A session or a questions and answer session on social media or maybe via a webinar. This allows you to interact with your audience in real time and answer their questions directly. And of course, repurpose your existing content. Don't reinvent the wheel. You can turn a blog post into a series of social media posts. You can create short video clips from longer webinars, right? And there's all kinds of software out there that can help you do that. Now, if you're concerned that you don't have enough time to do this, which is a valid concern, I understand that. That's where a simple content calendar comes in handy. So I want you to think of it as a roadmap for the month. You can schedule a few minutes each week to brainstorm and plan your content. So, what topics do you want to cover? What kind of content will you create? And I think by planning ahead, you can stay organized and ensure that you're consistently sharing valuable information with your audience without feeling overwhelmed. And remember, consistency is key, but don't strive for perfection because I see this way too often. What I want you to do is start small and gradually increase your output as you get more comfortable. Now, if you're stuck about how to do this and you'd like guidance or you want a team to handle all of this for you, please set up a complimentary strategy call with us to see how we can help. I'll include a link to my calendar in the show notes below if you're interested. Okay, so let's move on to our next resolution, and that is engaging with your local community. Now, this might sound a little old school, but really building relationships offline is still incredibly powerful. So, in today's online world, it's so easy to get caught up in online marketing and social media, your website updates, the whole nine yards. But don't forget about the power of face to face interactions. So, networking events, community organizations, local partnerships, these can all significantly impact your visibility and help you build trust within your community. So, think about it. When you meet someone in person, you're actually building a connection that goes beyond a simple online profile because you get to know them, they get to know you, and you build a rapport that can be incredibly valuable. So, here are a few ideas just to get you started. You could sponsor a local event. So, for example, if you are a divorce mediator, you could consider sponsoring a school fundraiser. This not only supports the community, but it also allows you to connect with families in a more, relaxed and informal setting. You could set up a booth with information about your services, offer free resources like parenting tips, and even host a small raffle. Just a quick example of sponsoring a local event. If you're a workplace mediator, for example, you could think about sponsoring a local HR organization or HR professional group. And this demonstrates your commitment to community involvement, but it also allows you to network with other business professionals in a positive and engaging environment. So I hope this is making sense. You could also volunteer your time. So, if you're a divorce mediator, you could consider volunteering your mediation skills at a local community center or a clinic. This not only gives back to your community, but what it does is it allows you to showcase your expertise and build valuable relationships with other professionals in the legal field. If you're a workplace mediator, you could volunteer to mediate disputes at a local nonprofit organization or maybe offer your services to small businesses in need. You can also join a relevant professional association. So think about this one. You could connect with other professionals in your field by maybe joining a local bar association, maybe mediation groups or chambers of commerce because these types of organizations, they are always offering networking opportunities, educational events, and really a chance to build relationships with other professionals who can refer clients to you. But don't just join any organization. It's going to be really important to find your niche. So I want you to think about and identify organizations that align with your values and your target audience. So let's take the example of a divorce mediator. You might consider joining a local parent teacher association or maybe a support group for single parents or a women's empowerment organization, especially if you work with women. So, if you're a workplace mediator, you might consider joining a local business association, a HR or human resources professional group, or maybe even a non for profit focused on workplace diversity and inclusion. So, it's really important. Don't forget to measure your impact. I see this as a huge mistake made over and over again. It's so important to keep track of your participation in these community events. I want you to note any leads generated from these interactions. So think about Did you connect with maybe a potential client at a networking event? Did a referral come from a local organization that you volunteered with? So, this is why it's important to track your engagement so you can see what's working and then adjust your strategy accordingly, which means you want to align yourself with the organizations or things that you've done recently where your referrals are coming from so that you are spending more time in those areas that can multiply your success rate. So, engaging with your local community is really a fantastic way to build your brand, connect with potential clients, and make a real difference in the lives of those around you because it's about more than just getting your name out there. It's really about building genuine relationships and making a positive impact on your community. All right. So, moving on to the third resolution, which is optimizing your online space. So, in today's online world, you know that your online presence is essentially your virtual storefront. So, it's the first impression that potential clients get of you and your practice. So, let's make sure that that first impression is a really good one. So, how do we do this? Well, first things first, you're going to give your website a thorough review. So I want you to look at your website and think about, is it user friendly? Can someone easily navigate your site and find the information that they're looking for? Is it mobile responsive, meaning more and more people are browsing the web on their phones? So make sure your website looks great, but also functions perfectly on all devices. Does it include clear calls to action? So it's going to be really important to encourage visitors to take the next step with you, whether it's scheduling a consultation call, maybe requesting a free initial call of some kind, or maybe it's downloading a helpful resource. You need to really think about what this call to action could be so that you are getting more inquiries. And that's going to be super important to think about what types of call to actions you can use so that you're getting more traction. And I think while you're at it, you should also check for any broken links or outdated information. And you want to make sure that your contact information is accurate and easily accessible. And that will be a great way for people to connect with you directly and can help you start a conversation with them. Okay, let's talk about local SEO. So, you really want to optimize your website and online profiles for local searches. So, you want to use relevant keywords that potential clients in your area might use when searching for your services. So, for example, if you're a divorce mediator in New York City, you might want to include keywords like divorce mediation, New York City, or New York City family law, or collaborative divorce, New York City. So, really, really important. You should speak with your website expert to really help you hone in on finding the right keywords for the local SEO. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to claim and optimize your Google My Business profile, right? Most of you already have that, but it's really, really important for local SEO. So make sure that your profile is complete and accurate, including your address, your phone number, your website, and service area. So really encourage clients to leave reviews on your Google My Business profile whenever you can. That's going to be really, really important. When you complete a case and you are very confident that you got your client some really great results, your clients were happy, those are the types of clients that you want to approach and ask them to leave a testimonial. Finally, let's make sure that you're listed in the right places. So, what do I mean by that? Well, you want to list your practice on online directories that are relevant to your ideal target market and where you can connect with other professionals who aren't your competition, but work with your ideal clients. So, I want you to think about platforms that are frequented by your target audience. So, Are you looking to connect with young professionals? Then you want to consider directories used by that demographic, right? Do you specialize in working with executives? Then you're going to want to explore platforms used by that specific industry. Okay, I hope this is making sense. You also want to look for opportunities to collaborate with other professionals. So, for example, if you're a divorce mediator, you could consider listing on platforms frequented by maybe divorce financial analysts, therapists, child psychologists, family lawyers who don't specialize in mediation. These are just a few examples. So, these professionals, they work with clients who may also benefit from your services. So that's what you need to think about is how do I find these referral partners that work with my ideal clients but are maybe not my competitors? Okay? So you can do a Google search, you can go into AI and ask AI to help you find these organizations. There's all kinds of ways to do this. Okay. So by strategically choosing and utilizing these online directories, what you're doing is you're increasing your visibility among your ideal target audience and your referral partner relationships. So, really important to spend some time and find those online directories that you can take advantage of. So, there you have it, our top 3 marketing resolutions for 2025. So I really know that implementing these changes might seem daunting at first, but I want you to remember that you don't have to do this all at once. So I want you to start small. Maybe choose just one resolution to focus on for this month, and then gradually incorporate the others into your routine. And please don't be afraid to experiment and see what works best for you. I think the most important thing here is to take consistent action, even if it's just 15 minutes a day. Please remember that these marketing strategies aren't just about attracting new clients. They're also about building a strong online presence that reflects not only your expertise, but it will help you build trust with your community. So I really encourage you to take that first step, whatever it may look like for you. And if you're feeling overwhelmed or need some extra support, please reach out because we offer complimentary strategy calls to help you develop a high level plan of what you need to do next. And I will include a link to these calls in the show notes. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to share this episode with someone who could use a little encouragement as they plan for the year ahead. See you in the next episode.